Hi, I'm Buzz, and this is the Blitz Break. I think it's our 48th episode. I'm here with my normal co-host, which is Justin Ingolia.
Or abnormal co-host.
Abnormal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're both wearing nice shoes.
Hey, you wore, oh, shoot. You wore new shoes today. I'm so proud of you.
I was wearing the new shoes.
I told you early on.
I know. And we have a special guest, and her name is Cara Ryan. And you may know her as another name. We'll get into that. But Cara Ryan with IPX 1031 Tax Exchange.
I think Kara's always been her first name, though.
Kara's always been her first name.
I just need
so
Cara.
It's just the last name. We'll talk a little bit about that and everything. But so
welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you.
We wanted to dress down today so that you looked fabulous, and I don't want you to feel bad about making us look bad.
You guys look amazing. I didn't get the memo on the new shoes, but next time I will.
White tennis shoes is typically.
Okay.
I'm not sure why he wears the red, but you know it's white tennis shoes.
It's the cool factor.
It's
the working
cool
for him.
It's a pop of color. Thank you.
It is working for him. Yeah.
It's just a pop
And
of
we're
color.
so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well,
I appreciate
you're
this.
welcome. We're missing Julie today.
We are. Julie's in the Central Valley.
She's in the Central Valley. Couldn't make it today, but she told me to tell you hello.
Oh, good.
And here's another thing. This is I didn't even say this to you before. Your name is Cara.
It is.
Is that short for something?
It's not. That is my full first name, but my middle name is Lynn. So apparently my mom wanted Carolyn, but Dad vetoed that.
Okay.
So,
I have an amazing story. Hold on.
no.
I have to trump your story. So my wife, her legal first name is Kimber. Her middle name is Lee because her dad wanted Kimberly, and her mom didn't want Kimberly.
Oh, too funny.
So look.
Wow.
There you go.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah. So technically I'm just Cara, but you can call me Carolyn if you want.
Carolyn.
He's from Texas,
here,
so
that would be
I think
perfect.
it'll roll off the tongue for
fit.
him.
Now, here's the reason why I asked this question.
Yeah.
The personal part of it is that my grandmother's name was Clara.
Oh,
But
okay.
none of my entire life, we called her Cara.
Oh.
Now, she refused to allow us to call her grandmother. She was,
yeah.
Now, here's the story. She
Yeah.
was like a Dallas socialite. I'm
Okay.
talking about probably in the 1920s. She was Mrs. Oak Cliff, which is a nice suburb of Dallas.
Oh, very good.
And so she was always prim and proper, never wanted to be called grandmother. She thought that was like, oh my God, I can't be a grandmother. So it was always Cara. So
So this is interesting.
Yeah.
So I was once Miss Orangevale, and I was also Miss Sacramento. So yeah,
we have a star.
What is
with us.
happening?
I
What is
know.
happening?
years ago.
It's
Years
crazy.
ago.
So
Years ago.
are you serious, Miss Sacramento?
Yeah.
What
I
year was that?
Oh,
You can't do that.
you cannot.
Why? It
No.
was like last.
It was last.
year, wasn't it?
Yes, it was
in the-
2020.
I think it was.
It was
Something
during
like
COVID.
that, yeah.
Why can't you
I
ask?
did compete for Miss California, but I got second runner up. I was so close.
Only
Oh,
second?
man.
Only second.
There's no
Yeah.
way.
Ugh.
Okay,
There's no
'cause
way.
I don't know. Obviously,
This is a
beauty
lot more
pageants were
information than-
No, I was gonna say beauty pageants. Obviously, not my. I was not
Right.
welcome at them.
You have a daughter, though.
I have two.
Well, you do.
I know,
And they're both beautiful,
they are both beautiful.
Oh.
inside and out.
That's right.
Oh, I love that.
He owes one of them a pony.
A pony.
But that's
Oh.
And she hated me originally.
Okay.
She
And
hated
the pony
me.
is the way you got in
Well,
to
basically.
her graces. Okay.
So one day he had and she's how old?
At the time, now she's 7, but at the time she was about 4.5, almost 5.
So she
Okay.
was sitting in his office and she was eating a
Chips.
hamburger or something.
chips.
Okay. I thought it was French fries, but so she was eating and I'd never met her and I walked in and I'm going, hey, what's up? And
Oh,
she looked up
gosh.
at me and I took one of her chips and put it in my, I ate it and walked out.
Yeah.
And it just, tell her what she would used to say.
She climbed into my lap and was just like, I don't like Buzz.
Oh,
I don't
the
like him.
poor
So much so
girl.
that at one point in time we had a Christmas party here
Yeah.
and she was in the car and she got real quiet. And my wife's like, what's wrong? She goes, I don't know. Is Buzz going to be there? Which
He's going to eat my food.
Yeah.
He's going to take my chips.
And so I promised.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that Christmas party, we had to, and
They
we'll have
became
you,
best friends.
We'll have
Okay.
you come and be part of our Christmas
Thank you.
event. It's
Excellent.
It's a sip and shop.
Oh, very
and
nice.
We have all sorts of vendors, but
I like that shop.
Heavy emphasis
Okay.
on the sip.
Yeah.
Okay.
and so the back conference room we had made into a cookie factory where they were taking and decorating cookies. So I went in there and her and I started decorating cookies. And of course, I ate like 25 cookies.
Not of hers though, right?
No, she was
just
doing
Yeah, she was
okay.
happy to share them
She
at
was-
this
okay,
point.
just
She would,
checking.
what do you
just
want me
checking.
to put on it? And I would say, well, you got to put this and this. And so she was, and from then on,
Then you were
They're good.
friends.
we've
Yeah.
been
Oh.
best friends.
So how did the pony come in?
The pony came in because I said,
That's-
I said at this point, you've ruined her. You're going to have to do something big like buy
Yes,
her a pony.
buy her a pony.
And she heard it. And so she's
And
held
she
him
hung
to
on
it
to
like,
that.
hey, is Buzz
She
buying me a
said-
pony
she
yet?
mentioned
That's
it
what us
earlier this
girls
week
do.
and last week.
Yeah.
She says, I'm still waiting for my pony.
yeah.
And I'm
You even mentioned something, and we'll hold on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
never
so,
going away.
so you were in pageants.
Miss Orange. So my question initially
Oh.
was, no, it's fine. No. So does Miss Orangevale
Mhm.
give you the opportunity to then compete for Miss Sacramento?
So
And then Miss Sacramento for
no,
California?
so it goes to state. So when I was Miss Orangevale, it was Miss Orangevale Teen USA.
Okay.
So then I went and competed for Miss California Teen USA. So
Okay.
there you go. I was a
So it was
teenager
about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Okay.
And then
Well done.
when I moved to like the Miss category, so I was no longer considered teen.
Yeah.
Then I was Miss Sacramento Valley USA, and I went to compete for Miss California USA. The bummer part is that I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. The experience was phenomenal. I loved the onstage questioning, swimsuit competition, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But the bummer part was that only getting second runner up, I didn't, if I had won, then I would have gone on to compete for Miss USA. And I
Oh.
felt like
You
it
would
was
have done
so
it. You'd have
close. It
crushed
was
it.
so close. But you know
You'd
what?
crushed it.
Everything happens for a reason. I'm a Christian. I believe that in every single day, everything we do. So I knew that I didn't win for a reason.
Sure.
And I'm not necessarily glad that I didn't win because I wanted it, but I am glad I'm at where I'm at today.
100%.
So it's opened different doors and allowed me to do different things. So
Now,
Very happy.
You also, sometime after this, you also worked for the Kings.
I did.
Did you not? You were like part of their broadcasting, and
I did. Yeah.
I had heard this.
I was a King's dancer for about
Oh, okay.
6 years. Yep. And I worked for the WNBA also. They had a stunt and gymnastics team. So I did that for several years. And then I did Kings. And then I was part of the broadcast team. And
Were you doing the stunts?
Yes. So I grew up as a gymnast. So I was considered the long blonde that was tumbling across the court.
Wow.
So if you ever saw someone
you
that was
can do the-
doing the flips.
The back
Yes.
like that all the way across.
Yes. And I actually have a funny story.
Okay.
Can you
Which-
do that here?
I could, yeah.
Could you do
It's
like a flip?
So it's been years, but yes, I can still tumble. I
Look.
can still do back
Okay.
handsprings, back tucks. My daughter is, doing the same kind of thing. But the funniest thing was it was at a Kings game. I will never forget it. The intro, right? All the lights are down in Arco. It was phenomenal. Spotlights
And the
everywhere.
music's-
The music, it's rumbling. The crowd is phenomenal, right? And here I come out to tumble across the floor as all the dancers are coming out. And I tumbled and I over rotated, which means I did a
Went
back
too
tuck
far,
and then
yeah.
I rolled backwards and just did a backwards roll out of it. No big deal. I was fine. But Vladi saw it. And he actually got up off the bench and came over to me in the middle of the introductions. And he said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was hoping nobody in the arena saw it, right?
Yeah.
17,317 people. And here Vladi comes over. But the sweet man, he was always so concerned about us and making sure we were taken care of. And in the middle of it, he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to keep
So
going."
nobody
Yeah.
even noticed it but him.
I hope that
Yeah.
nobody else saw it. Oh my gosh.
Well, we happen to have a reel of this, right?
Go ahead, Jocelyn, roll it. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Exactly. I knew that was coming.
Okay, so you did the dancing, but you also were part
Yeah.
of the broadcast or
I
something.
did, yeah.
Like
so
you elevated and was.
I did.
This is like second nature to you.
I love this stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your job probably.
You know?
Okay.
I love it.
I did a lot of the halftime features, and so we would go to the All-Star games and get to interview some pretty cool people.
So you were the one on the microphone
was.
talking
Yes.
to everybody,
Yes.
and then shooting T-shirts up.
Well, I usually let the mascot do the T-shirt
Yeah,
cannon,
yeah.
but yeah, I would be interviewing the celebrities and the players and things like that. It was really fun.
That's got to be a hard thing to, move on from. You kind of miss that because there's a little bit of an adrenaline rush that comes with that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nobody can describe it either. That feeling of being out there, or it just.
It is. It's something you can't really
best job
duplicate.
ever. Don't tell my boss now. I love this job too.
So
love my job.
Why did you leave that world? Because you have
good question.
You have the pageant background, the beauty, the tumbling, the flipping, and all of that
entertainment side of it, right?
And it sounds like you were on such a trajectory.
I was.
What changed?
Kids.
Oh.
I wanted to have a family, and that was what was most important to me. So, I did.
And now you have
I have
kids.
2 amazing kids. They're absolutely my
what
pride
ages?
and joy.
You can't ask that either.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Why?
I will. They're 21 and 19.
Wow.
Which is crazy because I'm 25.
That's what I'm shocked at. I was
going to say that. So are they going to school? Or they?
So my son actually just graduated from college. He graduated from Baylor University.
Oh, wow.
Mechanical engineer, aerospace.
I didn't go to Baylor, but I live near Baylor.
Oh, okay.
I have aunts that
Waco.
Oh yeah,
in that area.
I
love it.
They're big time. I went to A&M, so.
Okay, well, funny enough, so my son is now graduated. He is now working. I don't know if I can say it. He works for Lockheed Martin.
That's okay, I think.
He's phenomenal.
It just so happens they're one of our sponsors.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Roll it.
Thanks for teeing up.
But then
we're going to bring missiles we're bringing out. No, just kidding.
Exactly. But now my daughter, speaking of A&M, she is in college and she plays soccer. She actually just played for Texas A&M.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
She started at the University of Kansas. She was a Jayhawk. They won the Big 12. And then she got pulled over to Texas A&M, played there. Then they had a coaching change. And now she's actually in San Antonio playing. So she's in her 3rd season as a 19-year-old. Yeah, 3rd season. Killing it out there. She's doing great. She's a striker. She's a beast on the field.
Was she really excited about the tournament that we just
watched? Absolutely. Her everybody says she plays like Holland.
Yeah. That's right.
And he's a beast out there too.
I didn't watch a single game.
That's okay. My son's a big soccer guy.
Okay.
And my wife coaches and has coached for many years. So
it was so much fun to watch, but I like watching my girl.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
There's a huge difference between being mildly interested and loving, watching your
seeing your own
baby
out there. Oh, it is incredible.
Yeah.
It's the best. So she's doing great.
Okay, so when did you transition? Because you've been in real estate. You were in real estate for the last 12, 13,
exactly
14 years.
So I had kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, wanted to be there with them. But then I got to the point when they were in school. I thought, okay, I have a few hours here and there that I can start doing my thing again and being Cara.
Yeah.
And Cara Bennett is what people would know me as.
Yeah. So Cara Bennett.
Bennett.
But, okay. So that was your maiden name.
That was, yep.
Okay.
So I did. I got married. I had kids. I am no longer married. But I did keep that name just because my kids are Ryans.
Of course.
So now people know me both as Bennett and Ryan. So that works. I decided real estate was something I was excited about. I actually had to sell my parents' house at some point, and I hired a realtor, and he did a phenomenal job. But I thought, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
And it really sparked my interest.
I've tumbled across the whole
board.
court.
Yeah.
I can sell real estate.
I could sell real estate.
Yeah.
Definitely goes together.
Same basic concept.
Exactly. Okay, well, it does go back to in college. I graduated from Sac State. I had a communication studies major, right? And I was doing broadcasting, public relations, all of that. But I also had a minor in math because math came so easy to me. I just loved it. I started taking those classes as like the filler classes. And by the end, they were like, well, you've got a minor in math. So I think that's where the real estate side, the communication side is talking to people, the interpersonal communication. I love that part of it. But then the math, I was like, okay, how much is this house actually worth? And what could I sell it for? So I jumped in. I was thinking this is just going to be for fun. Quickly realized it needed to be a career for me because it ended up being just me and my kids. So I was a single mom and diving into real estate. So yeah, I have my real estate license. I also have my broker's license.
Wow.
So yeah.
You just do it all. You ever feel a little bit inadequate?
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, I know how to use my calculator.
I think they call that imposter syndrome.
Yeah. So you sold real estate. Now, when we introduced you, IPX 1031 tax exchange.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about tax exchanges.
How did I get to that from
real estate to 1031?
To 1031.
Yeah, obviously they're connected.
They are.
But, tell us what a 1031 tax exchange is first so that we kind of set the stage.
So a 1031 exchange is a tax deferral strategy. It is not eliminating your taxes, it's deferring your taxes. So in the most basic terms, when you're selling an investment property, say you have a rental, and you're selling that, say you bought it for $200,000 years ago and now it's worth $500,000. Mm-hmm. You have that $300,000 worth of gain. You have all that you've gained on it, and you're going to be taxed on that when you sell that property. If you use a qualified intermediary, which is what I do, and we hold those funds for you when you purchase your next investment property, we take those proceeds and we put it towards that next purchase. You don't have to pay any of those capital gains taxes. So instead of paying, could be here in California, it could be 35, 40%, you get to keep that money and put it into your next investment property.
And this is so important because, as an investor, tell us why. Mm-hmm. So basically what you're doing is you're rolling that to another investment.
Absolutely.
So if I've already got an investment, what are some of the reasons why someone would want to then roll it and buy another investment and not touch that money? What's some of the reasons?
Number one is nobody likes paying taxes.
Sure.
I mean, that's a simple one, right? I would much rather keep my money, use it working for what I want it to be doing rather than paying taxes. So you're able to use all those funds and roll it over. You can then build wealth with it, right? Maybe you own just a single family residence right now and you sell that and you want to buy a duplex. So now you've got two streams of rental income. Maybe you want to move up to an apartment complex. So you just start to keep building as you go and rolling it into bigger and better assets, right? And you can do different asset class types. You don't have to just stick, if you have a single family residence, you don't have to buy another single family residence. You can buy something else.
Yeah.
So that gets into a whole.
I actually, you know what? I didn't know that. 1031s, obviously help facilitate purchase of properties.
Yeah, there's a whole series of 1030s, including like if let's say you pulled out your IRA and you were, in order to move that, you might, what is that? That's 1035. But so when I first started in real estate, and this goes back to 1984. Long time ago. I was part of the
all the way to the 1900s.
I know, the 1900s. I was part of what was called the Sacramento Exchange, where we used to do exchanges.
Yes.
And I don't know if a lot of people may not understand, but it's like I own 4 single family dwellings. I have this much equity, this much value. I want to buy that commercial building that has this much. So we just exchange them. And we got into a lot of that because one of the reasons is people changing asset classifications.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also depreciation schedules that as an investor, I may have already depreciated that asset to such a point that it's starting to change my taxes.
Correct.
And I need to get back into,
reset it basically.
Yeah, reset my depreciation and the ability to still take
That's
it.
That's true. And I think that people don't understand when we have a lot of exchangers say, I'm just gonna sell my property. I'll just pay the taxes. It can't be that much, right? Most people think it's about 15%, and that's not the case. So they have the federal gains tax
Sure.
that they're going to have to pay. The state wants a piece also. You also have depreciation recapture that's in there. Plus you have a net investment income tax. I mean, you have so many pieces that are being pulled out that it's not just 15%. It's more like 35 to 40. So,
Wow.
so that's what you're saying that.
Yeah, and for those who don't understand, doing a 1031 exchange allows you to retain that
All of it.
30%. All of that money is now yours.
All of that. You
and
hold
it's now
on
going
to
to
it.
reinvest.
Yeah. So the whole key in a 1031 exchange is that you as the exchanger cannot touch the funds. So we need to set up the exchange before you close escrow on the property that you're selling. We want to make sure we give the escrow instructions that don't send those funds to the exchanger. If the exchanger receives those funds, even taking constructive receipt of those funds, they become a taxpayer and they're just doing their patriotic duty, right? There's nothing that we can do.
Got it.
But setting it up beforehand, escrow knows, send us those funds. We hold them until they're ready to make their next purchase. We send those funds to that escrow and then everything is good. So that's really big for people to know. It's really that the exchanger can't touch the money. They can't.
Yeah, again,
touch any
and
of
something
it.
else I didn't know either. That's
Yeah. Now, IPX 1031.
Yes.
Tell us about this company because you just came on with them.
I did, just
You're
recently.
the vice president of the company.
Yeah. So I was with somebody else, the competitor, and had a phenomenal business partner. We loved what we did working together. She decided to step back and go back into residential real estate. She's phenomenal. And at that point, IPX sort of swooped in and stole me away. So I have been with IPX probably about 3 months now, but IPX 1031 is the nation's largest qualified intermediary for 1031 exchanges.
And you guys are a subsidiary of
Fidelity National Financial.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow.
So we work with our sister companies, our Ticor, Chicago Title, Fidelity, but we work with all different title companies. Doesn't matter who your escrow is with. We will.
And you're saying that now you're the vice president. You're in charge of Northern California and Nevada?
Yeah, Northern California and Northern Nevada. I have a business partner, Russell Marsan. He is phenomenal. I always say he is my tax nerd.
Yeah.
This man knows all of the ins and outs of that tax code.
Which is good.
And what you need to
that.
know. He's phenomenal. Yeah, all those details. So we cover such a large area. And so we're talking to residential brokers, commercial brokers, attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, anyone that may be touching a client that's doing a 1031 exchange or maybe considering it. That's when we want to step in and talk to them.
But you're not limited yourself. You're not limited to Northern California and Northern
Correct.
Nevada.
Exactly.
I understand you're nationwide.
Yeah,
you do it anywhere.
Absolutely. We do exchanges nationwide. So I set one up from Virginia to Oklahoma, or, we did Montana to Texas. So truly it can be anywhere. It's great being here in California because a lot of people are leaving California. So,
Wow.
So it's good to be here and to make sure that they have the knowledge of what an exchange is and how it can benefit them to grow their wealth. So.
Wow.
Yeah, we are
okay,
nationwide.
so been there 3 months.
Yes.
Things going great?
I love it. I have to say, I'm always wanting to surround myself with the right people. I think I'm praying every day. Make sure that I'm meeting the,
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at how it all worked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Buzz just learned that, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't let
I won't leave you out.
don't let him fool you that he's now hip. He learned that about 5 minutes ago.
Yes,
everyone.
we practiced. We did. Yeah. But it's true. It's being around the right people. And I think this company has just blown me away with the kind and most knowledgeable people I've ever met. We have so many incredible reps across the country. Anywhere you are, we've got you covered. And just the nicest, most wonderful people. So I'm very, very happy. We have so many resources too on the business side of it for realtors, for advisors. If they're looking for information on 1031 exchange, check out our website, ipx1031.com. /Team Marsan is where you can find mine and Russell's information. We have videos on there that you can use for social media, little clips that we can talk about exchanges and understanding the process.
Now, you had said to me something, and I'm going to butcher this.
Okay.
You had said there was 3 rules.
Identification rules.
Identification rules on a
Okay.
property. So if
yeah,
I'm
let's
an
talk about that.
investor or if I'm a realtor,
Yeah.
what are these 3
So
rules?
let me back up for you just for a second. So let's talk about the time frames.
Okay.
So when your exchange starts when you close escrow on the property that you're selling. So as soon as you close escrow, the next day is day 1. You have 45 days to identify what you will possibly be buying.
Okay.
So in those 45 days, you're going to write, you actually have a list. We'll send you the ID form, and you have 3 possible options. The first one is the 3 property rule. You can list up to 3 properties of any value.
In the same exchange.
In the same exchange. So you're saying, I'm either going to buy 123 Main Street, 345 Jefferson Street, or whatever it might be, by address, specifically this house or this house or this house.
So let me ask this question. So I'm selling a house in California, and I'm walking away with, let's say I'm walking away with $1 million, and I'm moving to Oklahoma, and I can buy 5 properties.
Correct.
What happens if I have more than 3?
I love how you just lead me into this next one.
You should be a host.
You should be a host. So obviously the 3 property rule isn't going to work for you because you want to buy more than 3 properties. So we would go to the 200% rule. That means you can list as many properties as you want. However, you're capped on the value. So the entire list added up cannot be more than 200% of what you're selling. So if you're selling a property for $1 million, the entire list can't add up to more than $2 million.
$2 million. Yeah.
So that might work for you, depending on where you're going, right? To a different state, different values.
Okay. So
yeah, in your example, that Oklahoma, you'd probably be okay.
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to go up to 200% unless
yeah,
unless you want to buy Oklahoma.
just take this part of the state.
Just kidding.
All
Just
of
kidding.
So
Sorry, Oklahoma.
So the first thing is 3 property rule.
3 property rule.
And I'm going to ask one more question about this.
That's okay.
So let's say I did have 5. Would there be 2 separate exchanges, or is that just
No,
not?
it can all be in one.
The rule comes back.
It all
You're
is
gonna
in
pay-
one exchange. Yeah. Selling 1 property and you, in your example, are buying 5. That's fine.
So I need to find more expensive properties wherever I'm going
Right.
to fit inside that.
Yeah. So the other rule, the third rule, is the 95% rule. I don't see this one used very often.
Okay.
This just means you can list as many properties as you want of any value. Does not matter. There's no cap at all. However, in order to have a successful exchange, you have to close on 95% of your entire list that you've identified.
Wow. Okay.
So say you list 10 properties, 1 falls out when I've only closed on 90%.
90%.
So how are you going to close on 95%? There's some room in there that you really need to think, how is that going to happen? I have not seen that happen. I do know that Russell, my business partner, he said he's seen it, I think, twice in the last 30 years. But truly, that was for somebody that was buying an entire portfolio.
Sure.
And it was maybe, I want to buy the entire portfolio or nothing at all.
Yeah.
So that made sense. They were
And
buying
we're probably
100%
talking
of it.
about much bigger numbers than I sold a house.
There you go.
Okay, the third rule. What was the third?
The third rule is the 95% rule.
So we had 3 properties.
3 property rule. The 200% rule.
200%.
Oh, okay.
200% is list more than 3 properties.
Okay.
But you're capped on the value, or 95% rule.
Okay.
As many as you
What
want.
is the most common? What is the most
The
common?
3 property rule.
The 3 property
Yeah,
rule
That
more
is
often
most
than
common.
not.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
in Buzz's scenario.
But in your scenario, absolutely. Yeah, you would need to use the 200% rule because you want to buy more than 3 properties.
Well,
absolutely.
Yeah. Why limit myself?
Exactly.
But in that example, it really wouldn't work if I'm selling a property here and wanting to go buy an apartment complex in Los Angeles or
You
something.
wouldn't need to
it's
do
not going
that.
to work
It's
because it's going to be probably more than the 200%.
Well, but the apartment
Exactly.
complex is considered one property, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
One
still,
address.
but more than likely it'd be more than the 200% that I would have access to.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Now,
it's just one APN.
Would that work on that 95 where I've identified one property that now I'm no longer limited to
There's no reason to do that.
There's
Okay,
no reason
okay.
because
There's no reason.
Because I
Use
can
the
do that
3
one
have
property.
more than
3.
3. Yeah.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So for instance, I had somebody yesterday that they are just selling 1 property there, but they're buying 3 plus DSTs.
What are
So-
DSTs?
Well, yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
DSTs.
Delaware Statutory Trust.
I was hoping you were going to bring this up because you and I were in a meeting together where we talked. This was brought up.
Yes.
Are you familiar with these?
Do you know what a DST is?
Well, I'm only thinking Delaware. That's probably one of those states that has a weird law about you can do stuff like setting up LLCs.
Well, absolutely. But there is something called the Delaware Statutory Trust. And it is an incredible vehicle for people that want to be investors.
Yep.
Okay.
And look at you. Look,
This is
are you
great.
excited?
So tell us
This
what
is so
a
great.
Delaware
Statutory Trust.
Trust.
DST.
Go ahead.
It's fractional ownership in institutionalized real estate. So, for instance,
So if I don't want to, go ahead. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Last week I demonstrated that I knew more about AI than anyone thought that I knew.
Oh, okay.
So I'm now and
Oh,
now
DSTs.
I'm
You're
in
on.
DSTs.
You're on.
I'm blowing Buzz's mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so a DST
DST.
it's owning just a sliver of a building. So say this building that we're in
Yeah.
is in a DST. Well, you could own just a percentage of it or just a sliver of the pie.
Fraction. Yeah.
Yeah, just a fraction of it. The good part is the DST is completely passive. So we have so
Correct, yes.
many exchangers right now, the baby boomers, who own so much property and they're tired of being landlords. They just don't want to do it anymore, right? They want to go on a cruise and not get a call about a toilet being backed up, right? So a DST is a great option. Once you're in a DST, you're completely passive. Everything is being handled. They can't come to you and say, hey, the roof needs to be redone. We need money. Or we want to paint the building purple. What do you think?
Because it's
You're complete-
managed.
It is.
It's managed.
Yeah. A
And
sponsor
you're
company.
You're just
Yes.
fractional ownership. It's
Yeah.
almost like setting
It's
up
like a
some kind of a.
It's almost like a mutual
LLC.
fund to some extent.
Yeah. The great part is that it is considered real estate so that
Yeah.
you can exchange in and out of a DST
Is there
is
a
phenomenal.
percentage of ownership that you can have in a DST?
as much as you want.
Okay.
There is,
For
it's
the
a-
exchange purpose.
oh yeah, and as much as you want. And you can go into several different DSTs if you want. Yeah. The minimum is 100,000
Yeah.
going into it.
So you have to be.
You have to be an
investing
accredited investor. Yeah.
100,000
Yeah.
into it.
But so think
now,
about
this
if
will
you-
work in California, even though it's called Delaware.
Everywhere. Yes. Yeah.
But I
Across the
think
nation.
the trust was set up obviously in Delaware.
So they are everywhere. So it could be student housing on a major university. It could be a medical facility in any state. It could be an apartment complex. It could be an Amazon distribution center. I mean, they're all over.
Yeah.
You know, it's just what you want to be part of and what you want to own.
I think one of the cool things about DSTs that a lot of people don't understand is you hit the nail on the head. You have people that have either a lot of a real estate portfolio that they no longer want to deal with,
Yeah.
but they don't. You're stuck. You sell all of this and you're paying all these taxes.
Exactly.
And so this is going, you can
Exactly.
transfer
so
that
that's
wealth.
what the great thing about an exchange, doing a 1031 exchange, is that as long as you keep exchanging, when you pass, your heirs get the step up in basis.
Yeah.
So even though you paid $200,000 for this house and now it's worth $2 million, they get it at that $2 million value. It's the value on the day of your passing. And the same thing with the DST.
Yeah.
So they just get that step up in basis, which is phenomenal. So we always say exchange, 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 die, or swap till you drop.
Swap to drop.
So-
There's a tagline for you.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, yeah.
So whenever somebody says, okay, how do I eliminate taxes? Well, die.
Die.
Yeah. Death and
Wow.
taxes, actually,
So
unfortunately. Yeah.
everybody knows, the
Yeah.
two things that are guaranteed in life, death and taxes. But we have the tax thing figured out.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So
yeah, just got to
keep
figure out the death
exchanging.
piece.
I
So
keep-
many, yeah.
Well, when you say death and taxes, I always think of Meet Joe Black.
It's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
But
Did I
but
just
there's
age myself?
No, that's fine.
there
It
there
came out.
is a
It came out around
scene.
COVID. I think that's the go-to. It was
Remember-
COVID. I think it came out 2020.
I think so.
Remember the scene that
Uh-huh.
where he at the very end where he gets the bad guy.
Yes. Yeah.
He says that instead of that he was, a whatever he was, a ghost or a
Yeah.
I think he was
an
Satan,
angel,
wasn't he?
or he was
I don't
he was
I think he was the devil or
what's
something
the-
like that,
No, he's not
wasn't
the
he?
devil. Well, he's the guy that picks you up when you die and
Death.
carries
That's
you.
right. The
He was
angel of death.
Oh,
That's
the
right.
angel of death.
That's
Yeah.
right. I knew there was something more sinister than he was an angel.
But he made him
He's a ghost.
at the very last. He made him think that he was with the IRS because earlier in the show,
Yeah, that's
someone said, "Well, the only thing
Oh.
that's that's
Guaranteed
It's
for
for
sure is
sure
death
in
and
this
taxes."
life, death and
And
taxes.
he looked at him and he said, "Death and taxes?
Yeah.
Death and
I
you've
forgot
never heard
about
this
that
statement?"
part.
I don't believe that I have. And so he leaned in at the very end and he goes, "I am an IRS agent." And he goes, and at the very end, they go, "Death and taxes." But so you got to go back and watch. Meet
I
Joe
need to go
Black.
back and watch that part.
Yeah,
of
it's
it,
one of
for
my
sure.
favorite movies.
Gosh,
One
I
of the
haven't seen it
best one of the
forever.
best scenes in Meet Joe Black is when Brad Pitt just straight goes into a Jamaican accent.
Oh,
And it's
talking
perfect.
with the,
and
with
it's
the lady.
perfect dialect and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Then she was going, "Oh, take me, take
Yeah,
me." You're going,
yeah.
"Not your time."
Yeah. It's
You
a
know?
great movie, by
Man,
the way.
It's a
isn't that the
great
truth?
movie.
It's not
Great
your
movie.
time.
Okay,
Man.
okay.
Okay, back to
Okay.
exchanging. DSTs.
Yeah, let's go back. I'm sorry. So, anything else about exchanges that you need us to know? Because we've learned a lot.
So I would say the most important thing is watching your timelines, because the 45 days, the identification period, that's the number one killer of exchanges.
Okay.
People get to that 45th day and they haven't identified yet.
So-
What's
so-
the question?
And
I can
Yeah, you
see
saw
it
the light
coming.
bulb go on?
Like, yes.
I saw it
well,
too.
I'm just sitting here thinking: do a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna sell my house, and I don't know what I'm gonna buy"?
We do have some like that.
Because it would seem like to me, I've already gone out there, I've identified a property, I've made an
Exactly.
offer. This house is this other property is in escrow. Then I call you and go, "I need to do
Correct.
an exchange."
Correct. And you are a smart investor. We always recommend looking ahead of time. See what you want to buy.
When you're not on the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Start now before you've closed escrow on this one that you're selling, so that you
Right.
have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Because you have a full 180 days to reinvest your money to make sure that you close on whatever you're buying. But why wait? Start now so you could close before the 45th day.
Yeah, I can't imagine that conversation, husband and wife.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
they don't know
okay,
what they're
well, I guess
doing.
now we need to find some property. And it's like,
Well,
what?
you know, it does happen because sometimes someone will get a good offer and they weren't planning on selling.
Okay, I could see that.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
I'll give you that.
like,
one.
okay, what do I do now? I don't want to lose this offer. Let's go ahead and sell. Now what? And then it's
Okay.
quick, find a property. Do we want to do the same type of property? Do we want to change asset classes? There's so many different scenarios of it. But I would say within those first 45 days, that's the most important time to make sure you can change your list as much as you want. But on midnight of the 45th day, that list cannot change. So you have to purchase something on your list in order for it to be a successful exchange.
Now, can you do a 1031 exchange if you inherited a property
You
and you
can,
want to
but,
sell?
but why would you? Because you're getting...
You're getting,
If you've, if
You're
you're the
getting a
heir and you got
tax.
this step up in basis,
yeah. Okay.
it's
In other words, if you
If you
sold
just-
that property,
That's what I was going to say.
your
you're
tax
starting at
basis
what it is,
is
what
so
that value
very
is.
It's
now.
going to be
small.
small. It's
Yeah.
not going to be the same tax
It wouldn't,
basis
yeah,
for
you wouldn't have
the
to do an
original owner.
exchange. And I think
That's right.
that's the important part, is to make sure that talk to us first,
Yeah.
because I'll let you know there's no reason to do an exchange. Or
Yeah.
vice versa, yes, you absolutely should exchange. So
well, and
we'll
it's a
give you
tax
that.
deferral. Does it ever? You're always going to have to pay those taxes at some point
Yeah,
in time
you're-
if you want to get out of the investment.
Yes,
game.
if you want to cash out, the sale is triggering taxation.
Okay.
So as soon as you decide to cash out, yes, it all comes back to you.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to pay those taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's
what
different.
if I move out of the country?
Wait, you're really trying to avoid these taxes, aren't you?
I mean, if let's say I'm.
Are you
moved
saying like
to
you wanna move
Bali,
to Bali?
You're selling.
Let's say that I.
Buzz
Move
has a
to
dream. Buzz has
Bali.
a dream
Oh,
to buy
God.
property in Bali
I knew
and
there
never
was
come
more
back.
to this than
Yeah. So let's say
as soon as you
and I sell one of my investment properties, and my address is in Bali. And I'm not.
So technically, you can't exchange in and out of the U.S.
Okay.
But you can do foreign exchanges. Certain countries do allow that. So definitely talk to me and we'll make sure that the exchange.
Find a country that has no extradition.
Extradition, right? No tax laws.
Then you
There-
don't have to
To
follow tax laws.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
There are different types of exchanges too. So like you were saying, every deal is a little bit different, right? In real estate, every deal is different.
That's right.
Same with exchanging. Every deal is different. So say you were talking about somebody that might not know what they want to buy. Now let's look at it in the reverse direction. Say you have a dentist, right? And he has his practice and he owns the building that he's in and he wants to buy another building, a bigger building, and he wants to move his practice over there. But he can't close down shop. He's still got patients and he's still being a dentist. So he wants to buy that property before he sells this one. So that's called a reverse exchange. So you can do that.
So you can do a reverse.
Yeah. So you can buy first and sell second. It is a lot more work, a bit more pricey, but yes, it's doable. So there's different ways of still exchanging. You just can't be on title to the property that you're buying and you're selling at the same time because that's just owning two properties.
Yeah.
But if you want to exchange it, then we can absolutely do that. I can see like the
Okay, so
the questions
but
are coming.
if I buy another property, I am now on both properties, but I had to have bought it in.
See, you should just be teaching this for me, right? Okay, so you can't be on title to both properties at the same time. So what happens is we step in, IPX will purchase that property on your behalf. You fund it, right? You either bring in cash or you get a loan for that property.
Sure.
We are on title. You still have the benefits and burdens of that property. Usually triple net lease it back to you. So you can move into the property, move your practice there, do your dentistry there. That's fine. But then once that closes, you have 180 days to sell the property, your relinquished property. And then we deed that new one back to you once it's closed.
Okay. I like it. I've
So
never
there's
heard of a reverse.
No.
exchange. Yeah, it's just going the opposite direction, right? If you need
Okay.
to buy, but it is tricky. You need to make sure you have the funds available or get a loan for it.
Well, you're a dentist, so
Well,
There
You
be- there
should.
yes.
they have money
It
everywhere.
should be
That's right.
fine.
Should be fine.
It's a
What
good
should be
example. People understand it because they go, why would I need to buy first? And I'm like, well, think about if you have a business or if you're doing something. Or
Yeah,
if you just
there's
find,
a hell of a setup on a dentistry office.
yeah, right?
Yeah, a ton of overhead.
And you
Oh
don't
my-
want to
oh my
stop what
God.
you're doing to set up the next one.
Well,
so,
sure. The equipment, just
Yeah.
moving the
Yeah.
equipment is. Well,
Yeah.
Anyway,
But you could find your dream property too and go, oh my gosh, it's for sale. This is the one
let's
I
say
want
in Bali.
in Bali. Okay. And you really want that property, but you haven't listed the one you're selling yet. So you need to buy it first. So do a reverse and purchase that one, then sell your relinquished property.
What would you
So
say? What would you say to an investor that says, "Hey, I only have one investment property. This sounds like this is for someone that has a much bigger real estate portfolio." What misconception would they have?
Yeah, I would say the 1031 exchange is the greatest wealth building tool that the IRS has ever given us because you can keep exchanging and keep growing your wealth.
And the idea is to continue to leverage bigger or
Yeah,
better
right?
properties.
Or different properties.
Yeah,
You
different
know,
asset
maybe at the time you
classifications.
bought a single family residence and that worked out great. You know, you bought it for appreciation. Now, 10 years later, it has appreciated. You're making good money on it. But now you need the cash flow. So now go into a commercial property, something that's going to give you better cash flow versus appreciation. So there's just different reasons to
Yeah.
exchange. And if somebody's holding on to that property and they've held it for so long, I could probably bet that they're in the wrong asset class at that point for what their life is. Our lives change, right? When I was 20,
What?
5 years ago.
5 years ago,
5 years
Yeah.
ago.
I would have bought something different than I would now
You're
because
right.
my life is different and location changes too, right? A lot of people that are moving out of California,
Sure.
maybe they live in Tennessee now, but they have rental property here. Well, do you want to manage rental property from however many states away? Sell this, exchange it into something in Tennessee where you're right down the street from it and you can manage it.
Again, and you can buy a whole bunch more properties.
That's right. Oklahoma is
Yes.
the state for me.
You can. So I would say with an investor, I would say there's always a reason to look at it.
Yeah.
Really take a look at what you're making on that property because I think a lot of investors don't know what they're making and what that cash flow looks like. They may think that they're doing great. Yeah, I'm getting a certain percentage, but are you really? Did you have to do a new HVAC? Did you have to put on a new roof? All of that money is coming out of your pocket. So really look at those numbers and see if you're making what you think you are.
Yeah.
So what sets you apart from any other services out there, 1031? Why would I call you as opposed to someone else?
Oh, good question. Because I'm the best. I'm kidding. Oh, were you looking for more detail? So I would go back to, not only is IPX a phenomenal company, but we are the largest in the nation. And we do over 60% of all exchanges nationwide. So we also have 20 attorneys on staff. We have so much security. We have the highest security measures of any QI out there. So I don't know if you guys realize, but the qualified intermediary, the exchange industry, is an unregulated industry.
Oh my God.
So
wait, send us all your money, but it's unregulated.
Yeah.
correct,
Wow.
right? So you could choose any QI, but you don't know what they're doing with your funds. And they could be commingling it.
There's that guy in Jamaica that needs
right?
that needs my money.
Brad Pitt in Jamaica. Where do you think you learned that accent?
Exactly. So when it's time for you to go purchase that replacement property, your funds might not be there. And what are you going to do? Then you have a failed exchange. You now don't have the funds, you don't have the property, and you're paying taxes. So you want to make sure that you want to make sure you are using IPX, because we do have the highest measure of security for your funds. Absolutely.
Wow, that's an endorsement right there.
What happens on an exchange if it does go past the time frame, the 45 days? Is it truly 11:59 p.m. of the
Correct.
45th? Okay.
Yeah.
There's not like a
you
step.
have to identify by that 45th day. And what's really funny is I actually just had somebody say, "Oh, I used somebody else, and they told me not to worry about the 45 days." Oh, that's tax fraud.
Yeah. We've now gone into federal issues.
You know, it might work. You'll probably go to jail, but you could save on your taxes. That's great.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're using IPX 1031.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely know what we're doing, and we are really making sure that everything is following the IRS regulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
We don't advocate tax fraud.
Yeah, I don't either. So that was one of the other things.
This is not the opinion of the management of Big Valley Mortgage or
Right,
me
Buzz?
individually.
We don't take the money
These
to Valley.
people are crazy.
Right, exactly.
I don't know who these people are. And
So when you talk about time frames, there are no extensions at all, except if you're in a federally declared disaster. So,
like California.
So you could, right? So there were never any extensions until 9/11. The week after 9/11, nothing could be done.
Yeah.
No loans were being closed. Nothing was being funded. So they gave the first extension, right? So now they have said, if you are in an affected area of that natural disaster.
That's
so when
true.
people go, okay, so if I need extra time, I just need to start a fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Not in California. We also don't advocate starting
I'm
a
like,
fire.
please don't do that. Please don't do that.
So here
I'm
we
like,
are,
okay.
fraud. Now we're arson.
Yeah, exactly. And if
Jocelyn, these doors are locked,
I
right?
know.
Because the Fed, they're coming.
they're coming, yeah. And if you don't want to pay taxes, just die.
Yeah,
This is not good. So please use IPX 1031. Please make sure you talk to us before you close escrow on the property you're selling so we can get it set up. Pay attention to those timeframes. We will watch them for you and make sure it's within that 180 days that you close on that property so that you don't have a failed exchange, nor do you get audited later. We will always make sure, that you have everything done correctly. So
Now, as a real estate agent or even a loan officer, how can they help their clients utilize a 1031 exchange, or how would that fit into a conversation that a realtor or a loan officer could have?
Oh, this is perfect. So we always want you to ask, as a realtor, as a loan officer, do you... Perfect.
As though my questions were nothing.
Yours were amazing.
No, remember
We always want you to ask, number one, is this an investment property? Because a lot of people don't realize until they get to that signing table, they have to check that box. Are you going to do a 1031 exchange? And they say, what is that? Or they say, here, this is what you're going to pay in taxes. And they go, oh my gosh, I don't want to pay that. So ask ahead of time.
Yeah. And back to our original point, if you take that money, 1031
we
exchange
can't
is
do it.
off the table.
Yeah, it's off the table. Yeah.
That's
So
great.
make sure
That's
you
a
talk
great-
to your clients ahead of time before they're selling. Say, okay, what is this property? Have you looked at an exchange? Or do you have other properties? Because you may be just selling their primary residence. Maybe they have 10 other properties that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Find out about that and see if those properties are still working for them.
Well, and the investor, it could have been their first purchase of an investment
Oh,
property, or it could have
absolutely.
been a home that they bought
Yeah.
when they got married and then have moved up, and then they're not
Yeah.
realizing, oh, we're just selling it because we don't want to.
Yeah, maybe they've
deal
been
with
renting
it.
it out and they just want to sell it
Yeah.
and have the cash.
And so they don't even know a 1031 is
Exactly.
even a vehicle that they can utilize.
Exactly.
And that's how I started. When I started in the business, I obviously started buying houses
5 years
with
ago.
the 5 years ago, with the idea
It's called a
of,
callback,
of
folks. In comedy, it's a callback. That's what keeps it funny
Yes.
for everyone.
yes, but I started buying because I wanted to flip, and
Yeah.
most of my houses I wound up keeping. I only sold one house in my entire.
Actually, you know, what? Buzz is the
42
only
years.
Buzz is the only individual that I know that has kept a mortgage for 30 years too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've had two that I've
Wow,
had
good for
that I
you.
paid completely off. But
Did it take the full 30 years? Just curious.
yeah. I mean, well,
Probably
yeah,
less than, but
a little bit less because I'd
Good
paid
for
a little
you.
bit extra. But
Good for you.
The story I was going to tell is that like I said, I've never really sold any of them.
Yeah.
So it's something that I keep thinking, okay, someday I need to
So-
start liquidating.
Yeah.
And I don't, so.
So it's interesting that you referred to a flip.
Mhm.
So a flip, if somebody is going to purchase a home and simply flip it,
Yep.
fix it
Fix
up,
it up, flip
turn it, sell it.
Put some lipstick on it, and
that
sell
does
it.
not count for a 1031 exchange.
is there a time
You
frame
have
that you have to own
the
it?
property for.
So you okay, that's a gray area. I can't give you an exact amount
Okay.
of time because it is not stated in the rules, but it has to be your intent of holding the property. And a flipper is
They don't
not
intend to.
they're not intending to hold it. If you buy something, fix it up and you hold it for any length of time and you show you have rental income, then absolutely you can exchange it. But if you are just putting lipstick on it and next month you're selling it, it doesn't qualify. Neither does like a builder if they are just building,
Right.
track homes, something like that. They're purchasing the land to develop it, to sell it.
To sell it.
They're not holding it for an investment.
Sure.
So it has to be held for an investment
Okay.
Yeah.
to qualify.
But
And
there is
same-
no true time frame that has
No.
to. You just have to be able to show intent. So
Exactly.
if I wanted to hold it
Exactly.
and I was like
Well,
3 months, this doesn't feel
yeah,
like something I want to do.
And things always change, right? There could be circumstances that come up. Maybe your intent was to hold it. Maybe there was a death in the family
Yeah.
and now you need to sell it. You need to go somewhere else. So there are reasons,
Sure.
but you do have to show your intent
Yeah.
was to hold that property.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a length of time.
Yeah, it was tough, especially during 2006, 7, 8.
Mhm.
I had properties that I just boarded up
Oh.
and just
you
continued
just
to
held
make
on
the
to 'em.
payments because I didn't want to get rid of them. And
So you're
those
gonna
are
have-
my most valuable properties right now.
You're
are
going to
the
have a
ones
lot of
that I
capital
just made
gains on
payments.
those.
I made payments on them for
Yeah.
for 3 years without.
Okay, so
A
we'll
renter.
talk after this because you
Because a
definitely
lot of
want
the
to
expenses-
exchange.
That so long story short,
Yeah.
you and I will talk.
We will talk.
and the best way for people to get a hold of you is because you're the one that would be
Yeah.
telling them all this stuff.
You can call my cell. Absolutely.
Okay.
916-472-9732.
All
Boom.
right.
Call me.
Boom.
Call me, text me. I text all the time. Email cara.ryan@ipx1031.com.
That's awesome.
Anytime. Call,
Just a
text,
couple of
email.
things that before we get out of here.
Yeah.
We had talked earlier, and we had said we were going to ask about your most favorite restaurant.
Well,
in
yeah,
town.
hold on. Yeah. Or Sacramento, born and
So
raised.
she's born and raised, so she
The
should
only-
You guys
know.
aren't gonna like
favorite restaurant, but the rule was it can't be Applebee's.
Yeah,
Oh, it can't be Applebee's. It is
Applebee's.
not Applebee's.
Or
Okay, I want to know
Okay.
though, but I want to
Okay,
know.
Can I
So-
say two different
you
restaurants?
you
can
can
say
say
3.
2. You can, yeah.
Okay.
So number 1,
Ruth's Chris.
Great choice.
really? Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
mad.
a sucker
no,
for
I'm
a
not-
steak.
No.
I'm a
It's a
steak
fancy
girl. You
Applebee's,
put a
but that's
sta-
okay.
Wow. Again, this is not the opinion of the host of this show.
Okay,
So-
I'm a
so,
sucker for a steak. You
Ruth-
put a good steak
Ruth
in front of
Chris.
me, I'm in heaven.
What about Morton's?
Yeah, that's
love
what,
it, love it. Yes,
But
yes.
but your preference would be take me to Ruth's Chris.
Because it's right here, and
Okay. This
Okay.
is more out of convenience. This
More
is
out
more
of
by proxy
convenience.
than it is
Yes, correct.
the restaurant.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
If
before
you
we
can
move
cook
on,
me a steak, I'm good with that.
Okay.
too.
So, well, wait a minute. Wait for this.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard? You like a good steak, is
I
what
do.
you're saying.
I do.
I love that. Have you ever heard? There's meat shop. Whatever. What would you call it?
Okay.
Like
a butcher?
A butcher?
A butcher.
A butcher.
Thank you.
We got you.
So there's a butcher up in Jackson called
Don't do this.
What
It
is
starts
it?
with an S.
Swizzles. Switzers.
Hold on.
Switzels.
Give me a second. I can't believe you're
Is
doing
it
this right
good?
now.
Okay, tell
Well,
me.
wait a minute. They don't deliver. In other words, they won't
Okay.
ship it or anything.
I
You
have to go to them.
drive to Jackson.
Swingle.
Swingles
Meat Company.
Swingle.
Swingles Meat Company. And
Okay.
I'm
I'm a little nervous.
I'm going to go up there. No,
Fantastic.
they
Okay.
say that, well, Penny, one of our loan officers,
Yeah.
they go there all the time, and she actually cooked. We work out, together in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And the other morning, she brought me this bag, and it had a piece of steak. And she goes,
Bag of meat.
I want you a bag of meat. And she goes, I've brought you a bag of meat, but you need to taste this. And so after we worked out, it went out. It's cold. It's in the bag. And I go, why do I need to try? She goes, this is the best marinated. I bought it at Swingles.
Swingles.
And it melted in my mouth. It was the best. I'm gonna
Really?
drive up to Jackson.
Yep.
I'm going.
And
And if there's any wineries up there,
Okay.
I'm doing
I
the
got
whole
you.
day.
I got you on that.
So
I can help you with that.
But
too.
okay.
Oh, I'm very excited.
So
okay.
we'll have to all.
Okay.
Why don't we go
Let's
today?
Can we do that? Yes.
We don't have to work.
Yeah, what are you doing later?
Forget that.
So that was your number one,
Yes.
Ruth's Chris. Where else?
What's the second one? You wanted a second.
McDonald's.
Get it.
Okay.
That's
Okay, here's the
the
thing.
fries
It is.
and the Coke.
yes.
Their fries and their Cokes are the best.
100%.
I'm not sure
that
it's actually
salt with the Coke and
any
it just
potatoes in those fries, but they're good
does
and
that
salty.
matter? Oh, they're amazing.
Okay.
They're amazing.
So
It's more
Go
of
ahead.
gosh, it's been a long day.
Comfort.
I
food.
need McDonald's where I get it through the drive-through,
Yeah.
right? I have my little app,
yeah.
which I've got lots of points on.
Yeah.
Get it through the drive-through. I don't even get home. I literally will pull out of the drive-through and park.
To eat.
and eat all
to
the
eat
fries.
it.
Well, it has to be
Yeah,
hot.
Usually,
It has to be
it
hot.
has to be
you
hot.
have to eat all the fries.
It's usually,
it's
after a
for-
long day in a dark parking lot all by myself.
Yeah.
If you can't find me,
Yeah. McDonald's.
Guilty.
Find the
Kara?
closest.
yeah. Is there a
McDonald's.
McDonald's around here?
Okay.
Okay, then what's the go-to order at McDonald's though? Is it just fries and a Coke?
Oh, right now I'm really into their McDouble.
Okay.
A McDouble, large fry, large Coke.
Regular Coke, not Diet Coke.
Regular.
Okay,
I don't
so
do that diet
I
stuff.
have a funny story for you. I love Diet Coke.
Oh,
I
I'm
love,
sorry.
It's okay. I love it.
Okay.
I know,
you like
but
chemicals.
I love them. They're my
Okay, good.
favorite. Absolutely my favorite. No, obviously now I would prefer a Coke over it, but I also don't prefer diabetes. So, and at the rate I'm going, I need the
a
Diet Coke in
gamble.
my life. That's
Okay.
just where I'm at
Okay,
right now.
so we're doing chemicals. Got it. Okay.
And so, my Instagram, my algorithm is blasting me with Diet Coke from McDonald's, Diet Coke from McDonald's. I'm like, all right, let's go. And my preference truly would be probably a Coke Zero versus Diet Coke, but Diet Coke is still
Okay.
okay. So I go to McDonald's and I'm like, let's just get this Diet Coke, and I'm ready for it. And I take
Yeah.
a sip and I'm like, oh God, this is heaven. Like, why is this
McDonald's is
Okay.
the best Coke ever.
so I'm drinking it. I'm like,
Do you know
God,
why?
this is too good. But wait, I'll tell you why, and you're gonna love it. Oh God, this is good. And I'm taking another sip. I'm like, this is the best Coke I've ever had. And then I realize this regular Coke. As I'm drinking, I'm like, this is far too sweet.
As you're going,
And then zero chemical
And
taste
you went
to
home
it.
and ran around the block. And, okay, so but you were going to say a real
But
reason.
yeah, go ahead.
So I heard, now I don't know,
Yeah.
but I heard that McDonald's, they use more syrup
Yes.
to account for the ice
Uh-huh.
in your drink. So when the ice melts, it's still a good mixture of soda.
See, I
and
kind of like all
syrup.
this. I kind of like all this stuff and they actually have a machine that produces both. So it's the same
Yes.
ratio of ice to syrup, and it is a whole
Yes,
thing.
it's
And
a whole
do
thing.
you know who does it? It's not McDonald's.
Oh.
It's Coca-Cola.
Oh, really? Interesting.
that wild?
Yeah,
So if I go to McDonald's and I say I want a Coke with no ice,
They'll do it.
is it
They'll
going to
do
be
it.
But it has
even,
to run through the machine. It's not. They're not.
Oh,
they're not
it's-
trusting their.
it's going to be even more?
Well, if you do your own, like you walked inside
yeah.
and didn't drive through, and you only got this much ice and the rest Coke,
Yeah, it's going to be even stronger.
It's amazing.
I kind of
think
always
about
ask
doing
for no
that.
ice. My brother worked for Pepsi for a lot of years,
Oh, okay.
and they're like it's like required, or at least Pepsi was,
Yeah.
to come out of the fountain at like 32 degrees.
Yeah,
And I don't want ice, so I go no ice
I
all the
didn't
time.
know
yeah,
that.
because you get like 3 times as much
Yeah.
drink.
You know,
but
I love that we can talk about Coke. When I was on Kings, I was interviewed one time and they said, "What is your drink or something?" And I said a Coke float. And
they
I
freaked
wasn't
out.
supposed to say Coke
Oh.
because
Is
at the
it not
time
sponsored or what?
sponsor was Pepsi and
Yeah,
this whole
Oh,
thing.
shit.
I just meant soda.
yeah.
It was cola.
Yeah.
Can I say cola?
Yeah, cola float.
But
Yeah.
if we're talking about
Well,
McDonald's, I
in-
know that they are
in
Coke.
Texas, when
So-
you say what would you like a Coke? Yes. What kind? I'll take a Dr Pepper.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
people think
Yes,
of Coke
is
a lot
just
of
a soda. Yeah.
generic, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Waco is the home of Dr. Pepper.
That's right.
where it was created.
that's right. I'm not.
The
I'm
best.
not mad at a Dr Pepper when when Coke isn't
When it's not available. Okay.
Yeah. So so we have Roost Chris and McDonald's.
Right.
I like her even more.
I know.
I'm surprised she didn't have on tennis shoes.
Yeah. She
Um,
would have maybe had we told her.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely
definitely.
I would have.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
there one more?
You don't have to.
One over the other, you mean?
No, one more.
Oh,
restaurant.
another one?
Maybe one that's local, like mom and pop owned. Do you have any of these?
Yeah. You want anything that we can utilize?
The idea of
here?
when I said Applebee's, it wasn't specifically Applebe's. It was more, can you stay away from chains? That would be great.
Yeah.
And I gave you
It's
two
not like we're
specific-
trying to utilize this on our
We're not-
search,
That's
SEO. Thank you very much.
We were going to sell them the advertisement,
I was
but
going
that's
to
all
give
right.
you one more, but
Okay.
no, I'm not. No,
No.
you're not going to like it. So let
No,
me
I'll like
give me
it.
a minute to think. Give me
Buzz,
a
what's
minute.
your what's your
what's your favorite restaurant?
I like Roost Chris.
We're all on the same
Shockingly-
page
Yeah,
here.
surprisingly.
Shockingly,
I love In-N-Out. No.
Oh.
If I was going, because
if you were taking your wife to go to, I mean, and it's been a hard week. I know it's been a hard week,
hard week.
and you're going, let's go to.
Ooh.
It has to be. We have to break it down by cuisine, if you will.
Okay.
But I think probably the
Oh, I've
most
got one.
go-to would be McCooney's.
Oh, 100%. That's a given.
It's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a given.
But I would say if it was planned out and we were going to do something like Italian or something like that, I love Oboe in Midtown.
Oh, very
That's
good.
owned by-
yes.
Oboe, that's owned by Sellens, and
Yes.
if you haven't done Oboe,
Yeah.
pizza's phenomenal, pasta's phenomenal. But
Okay.
if you haven't done their Amaro flights, so Amaros are like an Italian liqueur. They're usually an aperitif or a digestif. And so they're a lot of fun.
You sound very fancy right
I love
now.
it. I love
I
it.
told you. I told you.
But you don't build a body like mine without knowing how to eat. Like this is what
Oh
I'm
my
good
Use
at.
gosh.
all the words.
Okay, I do have.
I was having problems with a meat shop,
I do.
but
You did a meat shop. What do they call
sorry,
those
this
delis?
is a meat shop butcher. Okay. Okay, you were going to say
Okay,
something.
I have one
what?
more. Hop sings
Hop sing in
in
Folsom.
Folsom.
Uh,
What's
I
that
like
face
hop
for?
sing.
No, hop
No,
sing is
no, I
good.
like hop sing.
That's a good one.
How
That's a
about
great
Fats
one.
right over here?
I do like Fats.
Fats is cool.
I do like Fats, but I think that I like Hop Sings only because it's like this massive
Yeah.
plate,
It is.
and
Yes.
it's like a whole.
And the environment, the
It's the
ambiance, the
experience.
experience.
It
so,
is.
So I live downtown, and so we like to go. So one, we like to go to Zelda's.
oh, okay.
You have to. Zelda's has updated new ownership and all of that. I mean,
Have
it's
they
been a
updated
pizza
the-
place forever.
Have
but,
they updated the restaurant, or is it still?
No, it's a dive.
It's the best. That
It's
is
a-
the best.
It's a dive.
That's the best part about
the
it.
same old red carpet that from the
and the stone
from
wall
the 50s.
and oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The stone wall and everything, but really great friends own it. And we go there a lot of nights. The bar is the place to eat.
Yeah.
Zelda's
Zelda's got good pizza. I'm not mad at that. That's a
Yeah.
good choice.
Let's see where else. There's so many good places. I like Fats.
Mhm.
What about Mulvaney's? Have you ever heard of Mulvaney's?
I have heard, but I have not been there.
You have to go to Mulvaney's.
Highly recommend.
Okay, haven't been there yet.
Chef
Let's do that.
Patrick Mulvaney
Okay.
has owned it for years.
Very
Great
good.
place. Again,
That's what I thought you were going to say. Actually,
yeah.
because I know how you
he's
love
really
Mulvaney's.
kind of like one of the founders of the Farm to Fork, method.
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's known nationally. So Mulvaney's is a great place. That's a destination.
Okay.
You go and you experience it. It's a lot of fun. But
Okay. I'll have to try
I
it.
guess that's it. Well,
That's it. I got more. We can talk next time. Yeah.
Just real quick before we close this up.
Market.
The just a little bit about the market. Holy crap, is the best way to say.
It's a great
Yeah.
description.
Yeah.
When you've had a
really hard week.
Yeah.
Actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we saw interest rates rise.
Yeah.
And we've been harping on this for quite some time. The real thing is inflation, and inflation is you got oil prices, which if back up in the $90 dollar range now for a barrel. And so you have transportation costs and you have employment costs, and both of those are not looking that great, or are having issues, from a financial standpoint. So that's what's pushing rates up. Now, I had it. And did you notice yesterday I had told everybody I do a morning message, and I said, look for a correction, because I watch trends. And actually today we saw a little bit of a correction. We gained back
That's
some of the
small.
losses
Yeah.
from yesterday.
Yeah.
Typically you have 2 days on a correction at least. But we'll just see what happens
Yeah, I was gonna say,
on Monday.
will it roll to Monday?
I don't know if I'm going to put that in writing or not.
Yeah.
But definitely going to take advantage of saying "told you so." Until we fix this problem with Iran and oil prices come back down, I think we're going to stay in these ranges. So we are definitely ending the week with higher interest rates than what we started, which was last week also.
Yeah.
So it's not been a great trend. But the thing is that there's great deals with rates. So
inventory's up.
yeah.
It's getting more and
Did
more
I
inventory.
say that right? I said there's great opportunity with real estate right now.
Correct. You said
regardless
rates.
of
Yeah.
the rates.
Yeah.
So now is always the right time.
Yeah.
We also had a sponsor for today. I just wanted to mention sponsor. Now, one of our Give Value partners is Jaguar Heating and Air. And I'm going to tell you guys,
I like them.
You do?
I do.
Well, thank you, because
them.
they're the real thing.
Yeah.
And Mustafa, he owns it, and they have great people down there. If you're having problems with your heating and air, make sure that you reach out to them. And I wrote down their phone number here. Their phone number is 916-318-5960, or you can go to just jaguarheatingandair.com.
Yep.
Tell them that you saw them on our podcast.
Yeah.
And, we really appreciate them. Now, Cara, you and I talked a little bit about you coming back and being a co-host with us on a regular basis. Would you still like to do that after you've seen what happened?
Now that I've seen the
Now that you've
inner
seen
workings of
the
the
problems?
chaos.
Show.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Would you,
100%.
serious? Okay, so we're going to hold you to that. And Julie will be really excited.
I love Julie. Such a sweet woman.
Because we gang up on her. You know, it's always 3 guys or whatever. And
I would absolutely love to welcome that challenge.
Yeah, because we have plenty of seats. And
right?
We'd love to have you back.
I feel like there's so much more to talk about.
There is. And we want to talk to you about after this. We want to talk to you about coming back. One more time, what's your phone number? How do people get a hold of you?
916-472-9732.
That's
Text
great.
me, call me, Cara.Ryan@ipx1031.com. It's Cara with a C.
Right.
Cara.
Carolyn.
Carolyn. I will answer
Justin,
to that too.
do you have anything that you need to say?
No, I'm good. You guys crushed it. We're good. I got to just sit and enjoy and learn. I felt like I
Call
was
me for
learning.
exchanges. And exchanges, regardless of what the industry is doing and what the rates look like.
Yeah.
It's time to exchange.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
always.
Let's take a look at your
It's
portfolio.
always time
see
to
what
not
you
pay
got.
taxes.
Right? Yeah.
I
But
hope
you should pay taxes as they're due when they're due.
when they're
Just
Wow,
I need
we
to,
are
let me
getting
clear,
in a
that is
lot of
not the
trouble
clip
today.
I need.
This isn't going well. Okay.
It's always time to defer your taxes.
Defer your taxes.
There we
please.
are.
IPX
Thought we
1031.
had
Jocelyn, help
Weird.
us shut it down. Shut it down. The feds are on their way.
Yeah. So,
Don't
guys, thank
upload
you
it.
for stopping in on our 48th episode. You can catch us on all the platforms.
Yep. All of them. Just
all
keep
of
it
them.
there.
And so we appreciate it. Cara, thank you for being here.
Thank
Justin,
you for
thanks
having
for
me. I
thanks for your
appreciate it.
contributions. We'll see you guys next week.